Hello everybody and welcome back to another All Maverick Firefly reaction. This week we're on episode 10, War Stories. Last week we were watching Ariel, where we saw Jane trying to screw the gang over.
Double cross, Jane
guys?
double cross.
Yes, Jane double crossing. And we saw River get some injections, which maybe are going to start to change her personality a little bit. How are you guys? Brass, I know you're dying, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing too well at the moment, but I'm going to slog through it.
You're a warrior. You're a warrior.
Let's hope this is yeah, I am a warrior. Let's hope this is a great episode so that it perks me up, cheers me up.
We'll see in the review at the end, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But, so prepare yourself for a lot of the sound of Brass sniffing and snorting and coughing, and basically I'm really glad we're recording this in completely different locations.
Yeah, I'll try not to do it.
All right. Cool, right, should we get started?
Let's do it.
Jump straight in. Straight into the last 5 episodes of Firefly. Right, let's go.
And look at this. The pattern. Besides, if all they cared about was hurting River, they wouldn't still be after her.
But she's doing better.
I've tried a couple different medications. She's sleeping better, but nothing really stable. I'll keep trying.
Looks like we're probably not seeing a more well-balanced River yet.
Moonlighting as a criminal mastermind now.
We also don't know how long it's been since the last episode, do we?
No.
That's true, yeah.
We just want to see what Jane's up to.
Yeah.
Still in the cargo hold.
Oh, I thought that was going to be Jane there for a second.
Oh, please.
Oh, that's that guy from right back in the first episode.
So,
Yeah.
now we are past
second episode.
On the other side of the world might be Serenity.
Bring him here to
Got a
me.
bit of a grudge.
Very exciting.
He did kick his last guy into a big propeller, so
It's Jane being so generous with this cut that confuses and frightens me.
Jane trying to make amends.
Yeah.
Call the local MDs. Forget the fence, go straight to the source. Better prices, and we know the drugs get to the right people.
So we know they're still continuing to sell off a lot of the medication. At this
Yeah.
point.
Just cause trouble. Well, I tend to agree with him.
Tend to or have to? I love the fact that you two are old army buddies and you have wacky stories with rib cages in them, but you have an opinion of your own, please?
I thought.
Then tell me. I am a large, semi-muscular man. I can take it. Don't hide behind Mal, because you know he'll shoot it down for you. Tell me.
Right. Because what this marriage needs is one more shouting match.
No, what this marriage needs is one less husband.
Oh. Where's this all come
It's
from?
kind of crowded.
Yeah,
On the rocks.
You are my beautiful sister.
I threw up on your bed.
I once threw up into my brother's bed whilst he was sleeping in
express
it.
a wish for privacy.
Lovely.
You gotta see what she's got.
Wow.
We're all clear here, counselor.
The agents from the Matrix.
Oh, hang on.
A woman.
Oh my god, look at Jane.
He's just in his pants or something.
That's outrageous.
Jesus.
So, are we gonna sing army songs or something?
Why is he being funny with him? He hasn't done anything, has he?
It's just the link. It's just the bond. He's got a bond hasn't he,
Yeah.
with his wife that he can't have.
You have such beautiful skin.
Is Jane going to be in the wardrobe?
Do you remember when I massaged you like that, Brass?
Yeah.
Look,
That was pretty sensual, wasn't it?
with you and Zoe.
It's probably the best time I've ever had.
Hey, I looked at Nyosa trick of yours slide because this is a...
That was kind of like watching it with my parents. I don't know why it felt like that.
Hey,
I
I've been
thought
in a
that.
firefight before. Well, I was.
So do we think Wash is actually going to
So now
prove
I'm learning
himself
about carrying.
the way he
No.
wants to, or do you think it's just going to be like, right, okay, actually, I know my sort of role.
Yeah, I have a feeling he might have more of an appreciation for Mal's and Zoe's partnership.
I think he's going to go full Rambo and save the day.
Okay.
Stuff legends are so go.
Oh. They're about to get caught by...
Yeah.
oh. I thought maybe they were going to get caught by the guy from the train episode.
Now I'm learning about scary.
Looks like it's the Alliance.
Why are we suddenly in the real world?
Why have we suddenly got like Marines?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, he's
He's getting hench.
pumping some iron. Oh, God.
Supposed to be spotting
Jay-
him.
Yeah. Jane has perfected that sexual predator look. Oh, he's gonna kill Book.
He's gonna shit himself in a minute, though.
I'll be in my bunk.
Jane, grab your weapon.
Why, what's going on?
Maybe nothing, maybe trouble.
The drop?
They're late. They should have been back more an hour ago. We go by ground. We'll take the mule.
I'll go with you.
No offense, Shepard, but I sure as hell hope they don't need a preacher.
3 sets of eyes are better than 2. Might see something you don't.
He's well buff. Take him along.
You okay?
I think I've been kidnapped.
Yeah.
You see where we are?
No.
You and Zoe been in plenty of situations like this before, right?
Many a time.
Many a time, you and Zoe.
Once we know who it was took us.
Zoe and you. Together and
He's having a breakdown.
tricky.
Panic.
Mal, she's my wife. Huh? What gives you the right to put her in a dangerous situation like this? I didn't. You did. She ain't here, Whedon. Okay. I mean, I'm the one that she swore to love, honor, and obey.
Listen, she swore to obey?
Don't believe that.
Well, no.
Not so. There's plenty of orders of mine that she didn't obey.
Name one.
She married you!
Oh, it was him.
He reminds me of the guy from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That
He won't just grab
down
you
the,
as
that
well.
Charlie
Don't
sees
think
down the
that's
street
likely
that
to
he gives him the
I walk in
asks
there
about the
unarmed,
gobstopper.
make the offer.
Slugworth.
Slugworth, that's it. Yeah,
His own
Slugworth.
code.
I'm not gonna say it again. Shipboard romances complicate things
Still arguing about
For
this.
you?
for everyone.
Wash picked the wrong mission to get involved in.
They'll be dead in a minute.
We've been together for a long time before you came along, Wash, and she's a damn fine-looking woman.
God.
Screw you!
Get in line. I'm gonna take your wife into my bed. I'm gonna get me a piece of
Yeah, he's obviously doing it to keep Wash
Like, keep
focused,
him-
yeah,
yeah,
occupied
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm unarmed.
Uber Eats.
I want to talk to Niska.
Do you reckon Slugworth's gonna make Zoe pick?
Don't know. Maybe.
I think this is not enough. Not enough for 2.
Oh.
But
Called it.
sufficient perhaps for 1. You now have...
Him. I'm sorry. You were going to ask me to choose, right? Do you want to finish?
She got there quick.
Yeah.
But now he knows he's the more valuable.
You should have some small refund.
Oh, Jesus.
The hell?
Fuck me.
Fuck, wasn't expecting that.
Do you reckon the doc can put that back on later?
Probably.
Niska's gonna kill him.
He's going to make it last as long as possible. Days if he can.
How are they going to get out of this?
Bastard's not gonna get days.
He's going to Rambo.
Yeah,
Told you.
he has, yeah. Well, he's healed pretty quickly.
It's got the determination.
Yeah, the adrenaline's pumping.
Oh, it's not good though.
Oh, something down inside. He is going full Rambo, you're
6
right.
shots and then just drop it. Keep moving.
Love it.
Preacher, don't the Bible have some pretty specific things to say about killing?
Quite specific. It is, however, somewhat fuzzier on the subject of kneecaps.
Yeah.
Yep. He's dead.
What?
that was a very abrupt scene. Oh shit. Chucking grenades around the space station seems like a terrible idea.
What the?
Oh my god!
Understand me?
I can't wait for this.
Oh, you're in trouble now, Sugsworth.
Yeah.
Kaylee's not quite so sure.
No.
Simon's putting in an effort. I'll give him that.
I mean, he missed, but yeah.
Yeah, but he's putting in the effort, right?
Oh. Did he get hit? Or did he dodge
What?
that?
He matrixed it.
Yeah, Neo'd.
He absolutely matrixed it.
What?
River's gone fucking gangster.
She did it without looking.
Well, she's got powers, hasn't she?
These guys must be knackered.
Yeah.
Jane. There's something the captain has to do for himself.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
Oh, he just got a sword in half. Did you see that?
I hear you all took up arms in that little piece of action back there. How you faring with that, Doctor?
I don't know. I never shot anyone before.
I was there, son. I'm fair sure you haven't shot anyone yet.
What a burn.
Your husband has demanded that we sleep together.
Really?
No. That was the torture talking, remember? The torture.
You and I have to get it on.
I understand. We have no choice. Take me, sir. Take me hard.
No, something about that is just downright unsettling. Oh, hey, free soup.
Okay, so that was episode 10, War Stories. We'll take a moment and then we'll get back in and chat a bit about the episode. Okay, so as we said, that was episode 10, War Stories. It looked like I wrote 2 pages of notes during that one. There was quite a lot of stuff going on in that episode.
I did have a notepad ready, but I got a bit engrossed in what was going on and literally just wrote Slugworth, and that was it.
He just wrote "everlasting gobstopper," and that was his entire feedback.
Yeah, that was it.
The basic structure of the story was very simple. We started out getting to see a lot of little moments on the ship, which we'll go into, like a lot of interactions, more than we normally do. And then we saw Wash go on a mission with Mal to sell some of their medical supplies. They got taken they got captured by Niska's men. Niska from the train heist.
Yeah.
Who wanted to get his own back for how they kicked his man into a propeller, into an engine, and how they basically just generally screwed him over.
I was going to say, it was more than that, wasn't it?
Yeah, he screwed them over.
It was a respect thing, wasn't it? You know.
Exactly, yeah, it was a respect thing. Eventually, Wash went free, but then Wash and the gang came back to save Mal, and it became a huge shootout all round Niska's space station, which resulted in the team saving Mal and life getting back to normal. But obviously, there was a lot more in the episode than that. So, shall we chat a bit about the episode as a whole?
Yeah.
So one of the things that I noted down at the very start was that we were actually getting to see a lot of... And we always get a few little character moments, but they gave they probably gave the first, quarter of the episode to, just small character moments. Zoe talking about war stories, us finding out that Jane's buying apples for people to try and get back in their good books after last episode. Yeah. Kaylee and River running around and playing. Anara meeting up with a female counselor, which has led to a lot of jokey bits, especially from Jane looking like a bit of a sex pest.
Yeah.
It was quite a chilled first quarter of the episode.
Yeah, I think it probably did. It have to be? I guess so. After the last one, the way it ended, and I guess
yeah. It was nice to see all of these little moments. Of course, we also saw a little bit of Simon and seeing how the medication was going that you've been giving to River.
Yeah.
All those moments were setting up, the relationships for what was going to happen for the rest of the episode, obviously. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing that we also saw, which actually kind of comes round, and we saw it from a couple of direction, was Book was talking to Simon about the writings of someone called Chon Yu, was what I wrote down. Might be wrong. Basically saying that you can live with a man through his whole life, but you'll never really know them until they're kind of at that point of, like fighting for survival.
Yeah, which is what they had at the end. Yeah,
exactly. And we saw Niska also. We found him torturing someone, and he mentioned the exact same author, who was actually like, I think they said he was like a warlord or something like that. Something along those lines. And as you say, that kind of then tied into the narrative. We got to see everybody at that point where they were, putting their life on the line. But even before that, we got to see Mal and Wash being tortured, and getting to kind of see who maybe Wash really is, because he's never been put in that kind of position before. He's always been one step away from the action, remaining a lot safer. So that was interesting. It's nice to see those little ways that things connect. What did you guys think of the episode as a whole, though?
Well, I enjoyed it again. I mean, it feels like the same common theme every episode for me, as in, I enjoy it for one, and just learning a bit more about each of the characters. I guess I mean, you do think like, what are they going to, like with each episode? How are they going to, I don't know, expand the characters, or put them in different positions or situations or whatever? But they always manage to do it. So even just with this, like, is in the relationship between Wash and Zoe, Book
and
being
Mal as a third part.
Exactly, yeah. But I guess it's stuff that you've probably, if you rewatch the other episodes, you would be like, right, yeah, you can sort of, you can make more of a point of it, if you know what I mean. But this actually brought it to the front, which is cool, and he added that dynamic, and it was great. And then just stuff like with Book getting involved on the action, and I mean, for me, the best part of the episode was the end when they went to rescue Mal. I thought it was great.
Yeah. Everyone kind of got a moment there. That guy, when Book basically said, "Oh, we're not allowed to kill people," but the Bible doesn't say anything about kneecaps.
Yeah.
When he kneecapped that guy, and then the guy hit his face, like that was an awesome like fall that guy took. Like that fall when he then smacked his face was just like, whoa. And then I'm pretty sure Jane might have shot him in the back of the head.
It was probably their biggest action sequence. I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think it's probably the biggest action sequence of the series so far. But I just really enjoyed how it was them all together as a group, rather than. It just, I know Zoe was leading the way a little bit to the point on the comeback, but good. And it was nice. What I really liked as well on the torture bit was just showing Mal again as captain, putting himself before everyone else.
Well, let's maybe talk about that bit a bit. Let's talk about that scene a bit more, because that was, as you say, like Mal kind of put it. You kind of realised it as it went along, didn't you? That like what was going on, because it started out for a torture scene. Started out very comical, as it were. Like they're being tortured, and they're still continuing to argue. Mal and Wash are arguing about Wash and Zoe's relationship, and that so it was quite humorous to begin with. But then as it went along, we realised that actually you kind of realise what Mal's doing more the longer it goes on.
Yeah.
And also, like with Zoe entering the room, I've personally felt, I might be wrong on this, but you could see how, I know she picked Wash, but it was more, for me, it wasn't because he was the husband. It was more because she's more in sync with Mal and knew that getting Wash out was key to saving Mal.
Mm-hmm.
I think she knew that Mal would be able to handle it, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's like it was a strategic point. If she left Wash, he was going to die. If she left Mal, and Mal gave that look as well, didn't he? Of this is the right call.
Do you think that was? I mean, it's a husband, right? So obviously there's all that with it. As in, like, Mal was definitely going to be able to handle it better. But because it's her husband, would she ever have picked anyone else? I don't know. I think she would always have picked Wash.
Yeah,
right?
I think in her head, I suppose it's just my view. I just felt like she probably, obviously being a military person, that was a way of saving both of them rather than having to pick.
Yeah.
Although vocally she was picking Wash, she was actually saving both, and she probably knew that.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, that's something that we've really kind of skipped over, like the main sort of crux of the story being the episode being called War Stories, and obviously what it all kind of boiled down to initially. Well, the initial point was that Zoe, Mal have these war stories. They have this history. They've been through so much together, and Wash doesn't have that. He doesn't have that link to his own wife. That's something that he doesn't have. And we've never really seen that jealousy really boil up until now. But it obviously came to a head in this episode that he was, he wanted to suddenly be the big man. He wanted to go out on the missions. But it wasn't specific that he was worried that Zoe's incapable or anything. He just wanted to be able to have those stories, and he wanted to be able to be in that position.
I think he wanted to see what it was all about as well, right?
Yeah,
because it's not because he could have gone with Zoe on the mission, right? But he didn't. He went with Mal, so he wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I guess.
Certainly.
Yeah, and I think it was also trying to. It was a bit petty, right? It was him trying to show some level of dominance, as in he changed the codes on the ship, so he had to go. So. I think we have seen this throughout the series that Wash is always, and for a reason, he's not a fighter, but Wash is always the guy back on the ship, and this is part of why he's always been a little bit one step removed from a lot of the main narrative. Is that because he's always back on the ship, he's just not there in the middle of the action.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. And Anime obviously made a joke that he was going to go Rambo.
Yeah.
And then he kind of did decide to go Rambo at the end. One thing actually we should mention as well, which led into that torture scene, is that we found out that Mal told Zoe not to marry Wash.
Yes,
we found out whilst they were being tortured that he'd basically said not to, and because romances on ships complicate things and the like. But is there a little bit more to that? Not saying that Mal is in love with Zoe or anything, but maybe he's just got that little thing where they've got that relationship, haven't they? That's been built for years.
I just think Mal's just pragmatic, right? And he knows, is that the right term? He just every episode, whatever the situation is, it always proves that Mal was made to be a captain, right, of a ship. Mm-hmm. The decisions he makes, the fact that he can remove himself from emotional decisions and stuff like that. He just does whatever's best even though he just show emotion at times, but it just proves that why he's so good as a captain of the ship, and that's what you need, I think, to head up a crew like that, especially when you've got Jane in there and so but
saw a little bit more of the powers at the end, didn't we?
Yes, we got to see. We got
Rivers.
Well, that was an interesting thing as well, actually. If you look at kind of the bookends a little bit to this, was that at the episode started out with River and
Kaylee.
We started out with River and Kaylee running around, kind of carefree, having a laugh, messing around, trying to steal an apple from each other, and then we saw Kaylee was she was the most nervous in the fight, right? As it broke out, she was kind of retreating off a little bit. Even Simon, though he couldn't hit shit, was digging in. Kaylee was backing off, and then River came and kind of sort of saved the day.
Yeah, and then obviously you saw
Kaylee anyway.
Yeah, and you saw Kaylee, her kind of nervousness towards River at the end, which exactly. I suppose for any of them, that's the first time you've actually seen a power of hers where she's able to kill people in a way with literally just took one glance, then looked away and managed to shoot down 3 people.
I wonder what's going to happen. With River, I wonder what the end game is in the sense of what her journey is, because you kind of she hates having all the negative whatever it is that happens to her, right? It's that part where she was with Simon and she was just saying like she's scared that the good stuff's going to go away, because she knows it's going to go away with her. But is it a case of it would be worthwhile that they find a happy medium in the sense of for her to be not a worthwhile member of the crew, but like, can she have that normality? But then when the moment suits it, she can tap into that stuff.
Well, I mean, it's interesting that you should talk about the good stuff going away, because could this, so after she shot those guys, she kind of, and I wrote down what she said. She very seriously said, "No power in the verse can stop me," and it was a very kind of like serious, like out of character thing that she said. It was very serious to the point. Is that maybe something to do with this? Are her powers maybe potentially going to consume her, and sort of change who she is? Is it something that's sort of boiling to the surface that's going to override the person that we've kind of got to know, or the person that we're getting to know? And that's maybe even linked into what the Alliance were trying to tap into, obviously we've always thought that they were trying to do something with her powers, or realised that she had these powers, but are these powers that are maybe bubbling away under the surface actually something that we should be worried about, something that people should be nervous for?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know, that's it. And obviously, that her brother is still working on trying to get the right formula of medication, so we don't know what that's going to look like once they find that happy medium.
I think no matter what, it's not going to go away, right? It doesn't seem like she's curable. So
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Is there anything else in the episode that we've not really gone into? Obviously, there was a whole thing between Anara and the counselor, but that was a very small side bit, really.
Was there any relevance to that for the story? Comic relief.
It did at the end. It did have a bit of relevance at the end that she was obviously the counsellor helped them get supplies.
Yeah,
but that was a real.
But it's very minor. But I suppose if you didn't have that, then
I mean, I think more of it was probably built around. Obviously, initially there was the joke, the counsellor's coming on. Oh, it looks like it's this big guy, this big burly guy, but actually he's just the security for the counsellor. Of course, it turns out to be a woman. I guess the joke probably doesn't land quite now like it would now as it did when this first came out. There's, oh my god, it's so shocking. It's a lesbian relationship. My god. But there were some jokes in there. But I think the more important bit there was probably the idea of when they were having that conversation in her room and talking about sometimes wanting to drop the pretense of who you pretend to be and just being able to sort of be yourself. I think that's probably not necessarily more important for this episode, but as a whole, that's probably the more important piece to take from that. But yeah, as a whole, it didn't really lead anywhere. Not that we've seen.
Not at the moment, anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But so I enjoyed the episode. It was nice to get to see a little bit more Wash in the Wash getting his little bit more focus. We've still not seen that. Book is still the person I think at this point who we're seeing the least about. He got some nice moments in there though. We got to obviously see him talking about that Sean Yu's writings. We got to see him actually getting involved in the action. We got to see him pumping some iron with Jane, which was interesting. So there was some nice little sort of book moments in there as well, which was good to see.
Yeah.
No, I'm as always interested to see where we go from here with our 4 episodes left to go.
Is that all 4 left? Blimey.
4 left. Yep. That was episode 10. So yeah, 4 to go, and then the movie.
And then the movie. Yeah.
Exciting.
Cool.
So,
awesome.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. Next episode is called... What's next episode called? As he loads it up?
Please subscribe to our channel. Oh, it's not called that, no?
No, it's not called Please Subscribe to Our Channel. That was a nice little attempt there, though. But no, the next episode is called Trash, which we will be back covering in a couple of weeks. We'll try to get these out quicker now. So come back in 2 weeks' time, and I will 71% promise there will be another episode of Firefly on here. Oh, also, check out our Lost reaction series, which we've just started putting out now. We've just put out our first episode, he says confidently, of our Lost reaction series, where myself, Jeremy, and Tom are watching through Lost. I've seen Lost all the way through a couple of times. Jeremy's seen it all the way through once, but doesn't really remember it. And Tom, being substantially younger than us, never saw it when it was on TV.
Yeah, first time.
8 years old.
First time watching for Tom.
Yeah. It's I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying watching it with you guys. Plus, get ready for episode 2, which we've already filmed, where Tom says one of the dumbest things I've ever heard someone say.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. So that should be. It made Jeremy walk off set. Jeremy left.
I had to walk away.
Oh dear.
Anyway. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. Remember to head over to allmaverick.com where you can check out our videos, our blogs, our podcasts. If you've enjoyed this, please hit the like and subscribe button. You can also now go over to twitch.tv. That was weird. Twitch.tv/allmaverick live, where we're streaming a couple of nights a week, playing some of our favourite games, some team stuff, some multiplayer. We're not very good, so come along and have a laugh at us. Right.
Done. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Guys. Bye.
Bye.